Alright guys, real quick, I'm going to show you how to tie a Texas rig and how you're going to fish a yum dinger or any plastic. So first, I like to use a small bullet weight, especially right now since you really want to feel the subtle bites when these bass are spawning. So you just slide your bullet weight right on your line, and then you take your hook. And I like to do the Palomar knot. I run it once, I run it back through the loop, just like that. Then you want to make a simple overhand knot, just like that. Pull your tag in through the hole. Then you got this loop right here, and then you're going to put your hook through the loop, and then you're just going to cinch it down, just like that. Boom. That's a beautiful Palomar knot. It's the strongest knot out there, and it works for about 90% of your applications. That's what you want to do for the drop shot. That's what you use for everything. Then you just clip off your tag end, like so. So then you have your bullet weight and your hook. And some people use beads, but I don't mess with that. And then I'm going to use my yum dinger, my last one. Bass absolutely love this, especially in the chartreuse right now. We've been getting a lot of rain, so it's really mucky out. So for a simple Texas rig, this is your EGW hook right here. So you want the first chunk to be about that big. So you slide it down, just estimate, and then you poke it through, like so. You slide it down to the shank, so it's like this. And then there's a little indent right here on your yum dinger, and what you do is you just line it up with the tip of the hook, and that's where you're going to poke through, like so. And I like to poke it all the way through, and then I'll just bury the hook point, just like that. So you want your worm to be as straight as possible, so when the bass sees it, it looks really natural. So this is your completed Texas rig yum dinger. Now let's get some bass. Okay, so the way you're gonna fish your yum dinger, you're gonna pitch it out there and let it fall until it hits the ground. What I do is I move the worm with the rod, not with the reel. So I'll bring my rod tip up, I'll give it a couple bounces, and I'll reel up my slack, and then I'll jig it up again. So all the action is coming 100% from the rod. The reel has nothing to do with it. The only thing my reel is doing is picking up the slack. So another thing is that you always want your rod, you always want your line to be tight, because you have to feel that hit. When the bass will either smack it or it'll be a subtle bite. So you want to make sure that your reel and your line is tight 100% of the time you're fishing a worm, because that one bite and that 1 second that you don't react can be big. So I'm gonna do a couple more pitches in here, and if we don't get anything, we'll move on. There's a lot of lay down in here, so it's preferably not one of my favorite spots, but I mean, occasionally some bass move in, so I always hit it. I always hit the spot no matter what. A little tip, guys, when you're fishing in the spring, you do not have to cast out far, because all these bass are just going to be hanging out right along the shore. So you see how I'm a little stepped back. You don't want to walk right up to the shoreline, because that's where all the bass are going to be, and you're going to spook them. So this is all I'm doing, is just walking up and down the banks. And usually, I mean, I got coasters on. You can see right through this water, so you'll be able to see the bass. That's all I'm doing, is just flipping along. looking at the key points in the structure. So like that right there is a prime spot, right in this little cove. Pitch it right between these two pieces of cover. Just like that. That's how you work. You cover area very quickly. Dang. She smoked that thing. There we go. There's a fish. Alright, guys. Check this little bass out, guys. Leo, look at the bass. No, give it a kiss. Leo, no. Give him a kiss. Sit. Sit. Give him a kiss. It's a good boy. First bass of the day, guys. A young digger. Beautiful little guy. He's gone. That was on the Yum Dinger. Oh no. Guys, I just got a really good bite. I don't know how in the world I didn't hook him. My hook set was on. My drag's pretty dang tight. Let's try it again. Doesn't matter if you missed a fish, you always got to cast it right back in that same spot. 'Cause to the fish, he just feels like he just lost a worm, a meal. He doesn't know that you're out here trying to hook him. He's gonna, soon if he sees that bait again and you didn't poke him too bad, he's gonna strike it. There we go. All right. Bass number 2. On the Yum Dinger. You see another fish, buddy? Give him a kiss. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Gonna go back and throw him right in the... right on the bank. This is all we're doing, guys. Just Texas rigging a Yum Dinger, fishing it on 20-pound braid. This is Invisibraid, and it's a 20-pound braid is actually 6-pound diameter regular line. So I really like that because you can really tighten your drag down and get some solid hook sets on these bass. And like I said right there, I missed that bass, but then I cast it right back where it was, and I slowly cranked it in because I knew that fish was going to be a little more cautious. So I slowly cranked it in because I knew that bass was going to be looking for it, and he hit it right when it was about to come into the bank. So we'll keep hitting this spot a little more, and then we'll keep moving. Alright guys, well that's going to be it for today. Caught a couple bass, and I showed you guys how to fish the Yum Dinger. I mean, the water's really high right now, so it's going to be a while before we actually can get out on a boat here because the bridge is really flooded. But it'll be a couple days and I'll be able to come back out, hopefully make another video for you guys. So thanks for watching. Keep subscribing. Give a thumbs up if you enjoyed this little how-to video. Yeah, peace. Leo, say bye. Say bye. Peace.